All right, we got a new chapter of One Piece. Here we see Aokiji hanging out with Waynes. Remember Waynes? He was the CP6 leader who was also their chef and was providing the food and refreshments on the train to Ainz Lobby. And Sanji used knives against him. Remember that? That was exciting. And Aokiji, of course, our blue pheasant, the Iceman, who's now working with Blackbeard or something. Not really sure what's going on there. And his big bird. I love his little bird guy. Do you remember, like, there was a chapter where he was silhouetted next to the bird, but it like wasn't really clear what the bird was, and everyone was debating about like what the silhouette was actually conveying. And then someone like drew the bird like pretty accurately and like drew because it was like Aokiji and the bird kind of had this like conflated silhouette and it wasn't really clear what was going on. I think this was during Punk Hazard maybe. Anyways, um, somebody actually like called it exactly and like drew the bird exactly as it looked, and people were like, "Nah, it's not that." And then it was. It was actually just this goofy looking bird. Okay, anyways, this chapter is called Sumo Inferno. I think I know how Queen intends to make this interesting by having a sumo match. We saw some sumo before, of course. It was the way that the one village chief guy way back at the start of Wano wanted to use to have a contest with Luffy, and Luffy, of course, won easily. Right? It was something like that. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Kawamatsu. Who is Kawamatsu? Someone who's really, really imprisoned, eating rotten fish for 13 years, super chained up within this little den, unlike the rest of the other prisoners who can kind of roam freely and do work and stuff. When is the day of the battle? Okay, 9 days from now. 9 days. Are we really gonna see events and incidents for all these 9 days? This arc is so crazy. Prepared to fight whenever I'm needed. First, you must break me out of here, Reza. So Kawamatsu, I think, is another samurai guy, right? Keep the cage in my cuffs. So rusted, I do not know if they're open. Ah, the man with the giant face. It's a ninja. Okay. So now they're on the hunt for Raizo. Meanwhile, some fools to execute. Master Queen special device performance, the Sumo Inferno. Sumo. Luffy's like so excited. Luffy like already has a taste for sumo. But first they are strapped in. Some cuff being placed around their neck. Stone around your neck. Imagine a stone pillar is you. If you leave the sumo ring with this on, oh, it explodes, of course. Slice your head right off your neck. Yeah, just like the Celestial Dragon collars. Right, of course. Similar. Also similar to the exploding handcuffs that they put on Sanji. I don't know, it's like, these are very convenient objects to have for the purposes of the story. But it's fine. It's fine. I'll take it. Okay, so they're stuck in the sumo ring. Luffy's still got the sea prison cuffs on. He's pretty weak. All you have to do is keep winning your sumo matches. Follow the ring and you die instantly. Both follow your execution will be complete. If you like joining your pirate crew at any point, start alone. Okay. No limit on the manpower at my disposal. So make things more fair. Ooh, I'll remove your Sea Prism Stone Cuffs. Wow, I worked so hard to get this key! Oh, wait. So yeah, maybe he got the wrong key. Unless they have duplicates. But yeah, it kind of seems like he got the wrong key. Pretty nice guy, right? Captured. That puts like far more dangerous on you instead. So this is kind of straight. Like, I don't know. I just really like this relationship between Luffy and Queen. Queen's just having a blast. Have you forgotten about the collar? You're a really nice guy. So, who is he gonna sumo wrestle? Who's gonna be on Team Queen? Time. if I knock you out with sex free balloon. Alright, this looks like another opportunity for Luffy to just effortlessly stomp some people. But of course, Queen isn't going to go down that easy. Queen is got that bounty and that status within the Kaido crew for a reason. Ooh, but Luffy just hits him with the Haki of the Supreme King. And they tumble down without even needing to fight. Oh my god. These guys aren't even good for practice. Oh, so now Queen understands. What? Wait, whoa! What's his face here? Kawagama? Kawagaki? Something like that? Kawa. I understand that now. Because Kawa, river, and he's a Kappa? I think he's a Kappa. I really want to see a Kappa, dude. I love Kappa. I think Kappa are like so cool. And almost any depiction of them. Nitori, uh, Denny from OKKO, Kapp'n from Animal Crossing. That's all that's coming to mind right now, but I love all of those characters. So I can't wait to see the One Piece Kappa. Okay. Meanwhile, ooh, Hawkins and Drake both raiding the bathhouse, trying to find, of course, Nami and Robin and Shinobu, who are in the head bathhouse. So their intuition was right on the mark. Jumps to eliminate some idiot called Soba Mask. Yeah, that's right. That's Sanji's superhero name. Behind my back. From a line shows your feet. Resting anyone here has the waning crescent moon on their ankle. Uh-oh. Whoa! She uses the happiness punch! The unbeatable happiness punch! Hawkins is coming right at her. And just by putting her hands up in order to signal that she's not fighting back, she hits them with the happiness punch. Utter destruction. It's the Haki of the Supreme King. Happiness punch! Yay! Oh my god, he was there! He was there the whole time! Soba Mask! Oh man. Okay, that's really good. I like it. I'm very glad that Sanji shouted at Happiness Punch. Okay, the fight continues. Sanji versus Dragons again. Oh, but X-Drake can't handle a woman's body. Oh man. That's German 66 Stealth Black. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot that's really cool about this. I think that X-Drake being so ashamed and unable to look at naked women is hilarious. Something about the character that has kind of just been woven incidentally and just passing memories of characters like this, like X Drake and other worst generation people. It's just so good, you know. Like he's a former Marine. He had this rocky upbringing with his father that we saw in the Law flashback. He got really offended when Law asked him how many men he'd killed in the Marines. You know, he seems to have some sort of principles, and the other time he seems very power hungry. I think he turns into a dinosaur. Like, that's all just so good. And this just feels like such a perfect accentuation to all of this. Like, it just feels so in line with everything else we've learned. And then, yeah, of course, these guys are both North Blue people who recognized Sanji's outfit. Because even though Sanji didn't make it into the Germa 66 in real life, the comics that were made based on the reputation of the Germa 66 still had 4 kids. Still had Stealth Black, the 3rd member of the Germa 66 squad. So they know. They understand immediately what's happening. They probably just don't understand why he passed out, splurted blood, shouted happiness punch, gave up his location. Okay, so Shinobu escapes with all of them. Actually, I'm not really sure who's doing the escaping here, but whatever. Sanji's losing a lot of blood. Don't get they learned about the ankle tattoos. One other bad piece of information. Beepo and his friends have been captured. No! Beepo! Okay. You were doing what during all of this? He's like acting like this reconnaissance mission went off without a hitch. But it was not a reconnaissance mission. It was a perversion mission. Whoa. Okay. So this is what Zoro has been up to. And he was actually able to get there pretty well. good direction. I guess it's his sword sense. He knew where his sword had gone. And now he's coming to get it back. This is pretty cool. I like this snowy area, very beautiful. Again, those curvy pine trees and stuff. I remember the first time we saw Kaido, and I recognized that the background was Wano. I got so hyped for the moment that we're in now. Isn't that cool? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that just like the joy of reading shonen? The years and years later, you get this sort of payoff. Anyways. So I like this enemy too. This design is pretty cool. I kind of like the idea that this is a man with his own priorities. That he was just so upset about the disgrace of the legendary samurai Ryuma. He was so upset about the sword being gone and so happy to have it back. He doesn't seem like he cares at all about this whole Kaido occupation of Wano or the rebellion or anything like that. He's just totally disaffected from this. It seems like Wano has the sort of history to support something like that, you know? That there's characters like this too. Plus, we're going to get to see Zoro fight, it seems. So it's awesome. It's always awesome. This guy looks strong too. Smart and turn back. So take the other 2 katana on your belt as well. All those weapons for it. You can use a whole bunch of them right now. Ah, okay. So this is all part of the rebellion plan. Because of course, even if they get all of the manpower, they don't actually have the sword power. All of those things long since being confiscated. I almost said constipated. Okay, all right, cool. Another good chapter. I was very, very happy with the comedic elements of this chapter. This is great. This is just so great. I don't know what else to say. I'm loving this arc. Things are really starting to happen. I've talked a lot about that Oda's lining up all these things. He's got a million cards in hand, but things that actually start needing to get played, and we're getting to that point now. All of the major players are getting involved in some capacity, and yet there's still so many things that could happen. What a crazy arc. Do you remember that Chopper, like the Straw Hat Chopper, was riding around on the back of Big Mom? That was happening. Or rather, sorry, they were all riding on the crocodile. But he was hanging out with Big Mom. You know, like Big Mom the Yonko. It's just something else that's happening. So we'll see. Alright, let's look forward to the next chapter sometime this weekend. Bye bye.